If you're an aesthetic medicine professional, I've got a question for you. Do you ever feel like you're leaving money on the table? Well, today we're going to fix that. We're about to dive deep into how you can transform your clinical space into a retail powerhouse using some fantastic insights from business consultant Dr. Ari Masodi. Let's get right into it.
So think about this for a second. Your clients trust you completely with their treatments. That part's a given. But does your retail space show that same level of expertise and care? The truth is, for so many amazing, high-end clinics, retail is just an afterthought. And that's a huge missed opportunity, not just for your bottom line, but for serving your clients even better.
And this really gets to the heart of it, a key idea from Dr. Masudi. A great retail space isn't just about looking nice. No way. It's a powerful strategic tool. It actually extends the client's journey with you, it reinforces the value of their treatment, and, of course, it drives some pretty significant revenue.
Let's talk about your clinic's untapped goldmine. You know the biggest mistake we see time and time again? Treating retail like it's just some add-on at the reception desk. And that simple oversight, well, it has some pretty big and often hidden costs.
Here's the thing. When your amazing products are just kind of clustered there at the checkout, it cheapens them. It completely breaks that premium, calm experience you've worked so hard to create. It turns what could be a moment of genuine discovery for your client into just another boring, forgettable transaction.
So what's the solution? Well, it's a concept called visual merchandising. And I want to be really clear here. This is not just about making things look pretty. It's the art and the science of designing a space to intentionally pull your clients in, make your products the star of the show, and, you guessed it, drive sales.
Okay, this is where the fun really begins. It all starts with a major shift in your thinking. We need to move away from that passive counter display and towards an active conversion strategy. And the very first place you can do this? Your front window.
Just look at the difference here. The old mindset says retail is just an accessory, an add-on. But the new mindset? It sees retail as an essential part of the client experience. It's a curated, intentional journey that beautifully complements the world-class services you're already famous for.
Your window display is your 7-second sales pitch. That's literally all the time you have to grab someone's attention. To really make it count, it has to tell a story. Think in themes like spring glow or a luxurious evening ritual. You've got to keep it fresh, so change it up every 4 to 6 weeks. And please, remember this. Less is always more. Focus on just 3 to 6 key items so it looks curated, not cluttered. And a final pro tip, use UV films. You have to protect those valuable products from sun damage.
All right, let's step inside the clinic. Once you've hooked them with that amazing window display, the layout of your space takes over. A really well-designed floor plan is never an accident. It's a carefully crafted path, a journey that you design to guide your client and influence what they decide to buy.
You've basically got a few main options. A grid layout is super efficient, perfect if you're working with a smaller space. A racetrack layout literally guides clients on a specific journey past different products. But honestly, for a high-end clinic, a freeform layout is usually your best bet. Why? Because it just feels more luxurious. It encourages people to explore and discover, which fits perfectly with a premium brand experience.
Whichever layout you go with, you need to use what we call visual magnets. Think of these as strategically placed displays, really dramatic lighting, or unique fixtures. They act like a gravitational pull, drawing a client's eyes and their feet deeper into your retail space.
And check this out. Here's a super powerful example of a visual magnet at work: lighting. To make your star products really pop, the spotlights on them should be up to 5 times brighter than the general lighting in the room. 5 times. It's a simple trick, but it creates an instant, can't-miss focus.
Okay, now we're getting into the nitty-gritty details, the things that elevate a simple shop into a truly premium experience. We're talking about engaging all the senses. And this is where things like precise lighting, product interaction, and just obsessive maintenance really come into play.
Here's the number that every single clinic owner needs to know: 90. For any area where clients might be testing makeup or skincare, your lights must have a color rendering index, or CRI, of 90 or higher. I know it sounds technical, but it's absolutely crucial. It ensures that the colors look true to life, which prevents returns and builds massive trust with your clients.
Just remember, a client is only going to buy what they can see, touch, and understand. So you have to make your products experiential. Organize them logically, maybe by the steps in a skincare routine.
Provide clean, easy-to-access testers for everything. Use small, elegant signs, we call them shelf talkers, to explain the key benefits at a glance. And please, make your prices clear and easy to find. Hiding the price just creates hesitation.
And hey, don't just limit yourself to skincare. Think about complementary items like silk pillowcases, wellness books, or beautiful candles. These can seriously boost your average sale. In fact, get this. Research shows that simply displaying books with the cover facing out can increase their sales by up to 8 times. It's such a small change with a massive potential impact.
And this brings us to what is an absolutely non-negotiable rule. A dusty shelves, a smudged mirror, or a messy tester station, it doesn't just look bad, it actively repels customers. It suggests a lack of care, which is the very last thing you ever want associated with your clinical brand. Woof! We've covered a lot, from the big picture strategy all the way down to the tiny, crucial details. But here's the deal. Knowledge without action is just trivia, right? So let's wrap this all up with a clear, totally manageable plan to help you turn these insights into real, measurable results. All right, here it is, your 3-month Retail Revamp Challenge. This week, I want you to become your own client. Walk through your space and take photos from their perspective. Find every single friction point. Then, within 1 month, get your team on board. Appoint a retail champion and create a simple daily checklist for upkeep. And finally, within 3 months, test one new thing. Maybe a dedicated experiential corner or a beautifully themed ritual display. Then just track the results.
The potential to grow your business and serve your clients on a whole new level is sitting right there, waiting for you in your clinic. It just needs to be unlocked. So I'll leave you with this question. Looking at everything we've just covered, what is the one change you will commit to making first to start transforming your clinic's retail experience?